What's up, guys? Robux Talk back with some more draft content. Today, we're going to do a little something different. Everyone's talking about this defensive tackle prospect, Jaylen Twyman, Pittsburg defensive tackle. I mean, they're saying he could be the next Aaron Donald. I mean, they're saying, look at this. He tops Aaron Donald's 40 bench press reps. I mean, yes, he looks like a hell of a specimen. Look at those traps, those arms. I mean, he looks the part. But what else did he do in his pro day? About 6'1", 300 pounds. He gained a lot of weight. His 40 was a 5.51. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be running that much for defensive tackle, but that doesn't look good. 3-cone, 8 seconds. That number everyone loves, but what did the rest of it look like? 10-yard split, 175. We'll see. But continuing on, he had one hell of a sophomore season, 10.5 sacks. When you look at it, I mean, you didn't play last year. He took the season off to train, obviously, because look how jacked he looked. But let's go over the stats. Let's go over the 12 sacks he got. He had 3 of them against Ohio. Great. Penn State, 1.5, good. Central Florida, 1. But he's kind of doing good against Ohio. North Carolina, it's also pretty good. But let's see what the tape tells us, right? Let's not just down or hype up someone just based off of pro day numbers, right? So initially, right here, Twyman, defensive tackle. We're going to go through the game tape. Let's see what he's got. What does he do well? What does he not do well? This is him. Look at the 2 edge rushers. These are the ones that kind of stand out to me coming in. But Twyman, one-on-one, how does he fare, Plus?
Yeah, I mean, it's just this is what you see on tape consistently. Unfortunately, I mean, he just doesn't play with good leverage. You look at his feet, they're all over the place. I mean, he's just getting pushed out of the play here. Again, okay, you have your arms extended, but there's got to be something else you can do to, re-anchor or position yourself better to get more involved in the play. Here again, kind of the same thing. He's just going to get pushed out, and you want to see something different here. Fight through this. What are you doing? You're standing up and not doing much. So again, you're 6'1". You need to play with better pad level, and he doesn't do that very consistently.
No one expected him to run the play down from behind. But so one thing you see a lot from him, he tries to use a club a lot. He tries to swim over people a lot. But like you just said, 6'1", use your leverage. Look how high he is. All he pretty much did here was slap the guy in the face and then let the guy just recommit. I mean, if you're going to do this, to me, slap him, but get your hips over here so you can get the edge that you're trying to win with that one move. Like, he didn't really push off on his outside leg. He didn't push off of here to kind of push over here. So he didn't really execute the play. I do like the ability that he has to do that. I mean, obviously he has strength, right? 40 bench press. What does his squat look like? I don't know. But it's just, he's not really driving him back. He actually gave him time to reposition and establish the block. Yeah, there's an interception, but did he cause that? No, I think it's more this blitzing safety or whoever this is tipping the ball. And it's not like he got doubled or anything. Just running back didn't see the blitz coming in. So to me in that one, push. This maybe if he gets a little bit better leverage with it, he gets better. But what do you see on this one?
Here, I mean, I'm not sure where he's going. I guess he's trying to, go down the line here and try to, maybe wrap himself around. But again, there's no plan in place. So he's very raw as a prospect. That's, first and foremost. He definitely needs to be better with his hands and his footwork because they're all over the place, unfortunately, and that's why he's not able to put together moves, together like consistently, and it really hinders him from getting any type of penetration on a consistent basis. Here again, he's just going to get doubled down and pushed out. Again, he tries to win, he tries to show some leverage here, but there's no counter move. There's no nothing to fight through that double team.
I'll give him this. He's standing the guys up. He's not giving up ground. He's not falling backwards. They didn't totally pummel him. So there's only so much you could do against a double team, especially an undersized guy. He didn't play at 300 pounds. Let's be honest about that. But, I mean, for a team like the Buccaneers, I mean, he's going to be either a 5 tech or a 3 tech. I just don't think he can hold up against the run consistently. I don't think he's going to stay at 300 pounds. I think he's going to drop down for a team that's going to want to use him. But speed, you would think is in his game, considering he was a smaller, undersized defensive tackle, but it's not. It's more power, and he didn't show it a lot. I mean, even here, this is one-on-one. He's not getting doubled. This guard's going to win, right?
Hmm. Yeah, and another thing is like watching him get off the ball. Like his get off is not overly great. Again, slow get off, playing too high. And that's just what we see a lot on tape with him. And here, I mean, he's just getting controlled by the offensive lineman. You got to have something to, shed that block. We just
Disengage
don't.
somehow.
Yeah, yeah, disengage and just don't see it. And I hate to be this negative, but this is what we see on tape. I mean, I don't know what that is. I don't know why you do. But again, I like the confidence in the move. He just didn't execute it well. So again, very raw prospect that just needs a lot of work with his footwork and base and being able to get off of guys.
Yeah, because he's at Pittsburgh, I guess he's trying to learn from Aaron Donald. He's been training with Aaron Donald. This jump in the middle of the defensive line, you're jumping on top of the guard. At this point, it doesn't look good. Like you said, the confidence and the fact that he has that to move to try this move, I gotta give him that. If he gets a little bit lower, he can probably chuck this guy down. But still, like maybe it's a little bit of a holding since that guy has the back of his jersey here. Probably could have been called. He has confidence. I'll give him that. I mean, as long as you have confidence, that's half the battle. Being able to try and move like that in game. And like you said, a lot of clubs. Like you're gonna see him here. He loves that club move, but once you club, get in that spot. Like you're executing a club, get in that gap that you're trying to hit into. And then I don't know. And then he tries to go the other way. I don't know what happened here. What do you see?
Yeah, again, it's just like there's no plan in place, and like he tries to execute a move, and then it just like once it doesn't work, he kind of just tries to shift the other direction and hope to get around the guy with athletic ability, but it's just there's nothing connected. Again, he's trying to swim over this guy with a outside shoulder hit there, and then try to reposition. So it's just not working for him right now. Going up against this team here and struggling to say the least.
I know the whole line is shifting. I mean, you can see all of them are shifting to the side. I mean, shift, but also get upfield. Like collapse the pocket a little bit. I mean, if it's a run, it's still going to have to be pushing into you, but it's a pass. So get upfield. He just keeps going wide. I mean, there's only one hand on here. I would like to see him shed that, kind of push that hand down and get upfield, but he's just doing containment here. For a guy that had 12 and a half sacks in one season, I'm like, where the heck are they coming from? And here he kind of gets pushed off the spot a little bit, but still it's in the running game. I like that. I mean, it's either way, it's him occupying space, taking a double team, helping the guys around him. I like that.
Yeah, I like that effort too. I mean, here again, he's using his hands and his arms, trying to get engage with the double team. Again, he's looking at the quarterback, but you would just like to see some more burst and get upfield and try to affect this play somehow. Maybe you rip off and go to the right there and try to come around the corner. But again, it's just this is what you see on tape a lot, him playing high and here in the running game, you know, again, that's kind of nice. Again, he tried to, at least move around the guard, shed the block, use those hands, swim over.
And I like his feet there. Like here, he swum over, established himself, put the foot in the ground. Now he's going to leverage, push up field, or get a holding again from this guard, and actually makes a play. So here he actually executed it right. I mean, got upfield. Usually he just keeps going wide. Really like this play. This is the stuff, but you just don't see consistently. We'll keep going on. Again, long arm, but not really much of a leveraged long arm. Doesn't even get into play. Doesn't really fight to get into play. I don't know. What do you see?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, it's just he's got to work, especially with his footwork and his hands. They have to be more connected, and right now they're just not. It's not working. He's trying. I give him credit that he's trying these moves. Again, it's good effort, but the execution is just not there yet. As he's a very raw prospect, and again, playing way too tall for his kind of size. He needs to definitely incorporate some type of bull rush and pull move or something where he can win with his limited athleticism and also size ability.
And so power guy, power player, right? 40-pound or 40 reps in the bench press. This guy's pushing you with one arm. I mean, if you don't stay low, that's what's going to happen. I mean, I like the move. I like the balance to actually stay upright and not fall. It almost slips off this guy's foot. But either way, you got to stay low. You got to be able to fire out of your move. Don't get up high where they can get to your chest plate and push you out of the play. So raw, very raw. So some of these people are saying first round talent. I don't see it. I know he had one good year, but he also had two good edge rushers to begin with as well. So it's like, how many guys could they double? I do like this though too. He's kind of getting over swim. He has a good swim. It's just cutting around, getting upfield. And so it's not all bad. I mean, there is something to mold. But yeah, here he just gets blown off the spot here. What do you see here?
Yeah, and we're not trying to be, super negative. Again, it's just what we see on tape, and I'm not understanding the hype around him as far as a top 100 player, and he's definitely got a lot to work on. Again, he shows flashes where he can, if that swim move works, off the snap, then yeah, sure, he can get back there and make plays. But again, just playing way too high at times here. I mean, this is decent where he gets in there and tries to, he gets low and you see him, he holds off the guy there and actually makes, effort towards the play. So that's really good. But it's just, that's nice. Again, nice little chuck there.
Now he's playing with that power.
Mm-hmm.
And when he
Yeah.
stays
So,
low and uses that leverage, right? So that's why are you going to put a first round pick on a guy that's inconsistent? No. I mean, yeah, there's potential later in the rounds. I wouldn't say day one.
right. No, I agree. I think he's definitely, to me, he's a day 3 type of player where he's a project right now. And, if you can get him, on day 3, yeah, he's got some traits that you can work with because
He's
he
got nice looking
shows,
arms too, right?
yeah, I mean, he shows traits where, obviously you look at the numbers, yeah, that's impressive. But I mean, he shows some things where, okay, if we get his footwork down and we can work with his technique and, build his arsenal, yeah, he can be, a pretty good player for, a team that's looking for a 3 technique that can fit in a 4-3 scheme.
Where is he going here, though? The running back ran right into his gap. That reminds me of a 93 that was here a couple of years ago. What's going on there?
Yeah, again, he's trying to win, trying to jump the snap here, trying to, get into position. But again, you got to play assignment sound football and, can't do that. Again, here's a, sack again, runs into it, makes a nice play to get off of 65. But yeah, we're just not seeing the consistency from him. And he's got a lot of work to do to get, to a top kind of tier prospect that he's just not there yet.
Yeah, I'll give him credit on this. He's actually continuing to rush the pocket, push the pocket backwards. Running back doesn't help out. He's driving 65 backwards. He tried that initial kind of swim move, didn't really work, but doesn't give up on the play. Continues to push him back, leg drive, and just eventually gets into the sack. Yeah, the teammates around him got in, but he finished it. So, I mean, there isn't all bad. I just don't see the hype for just because of 225 40 times, you're saying he's a first round pick. One good year, great. I mean, a lot of people can have just one good year. I'm not comfortable taking him in the first round. There are things to develop, don't get me wrong, but that's my 2 cents. Plus doesn't think he's even a top day 2 pick. I think you take a risk at the second, third round, I'd probably say. But other than that, guys, hope you liked the content. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. Comment your opinions. Is Jaylen Twyman worthy of a first round pick? Let us know. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe he's going to be the next Aaron Donald. We'll see. But until the next one.